Alright, this is a big one, so let's try to keep it basic and understand that there's no way we can cover this all in one video. Coming up right after this. Hey everybody, I am Taylor and I'm the Stargate Guy, where I talk to you about everything and anything Stargate. Today is another racial profile, and we're talking about a big one, and that would be the Ancients. The Ancients is a species that looks very similar to humans, but came long before Homo sapiens were around. Approximately 60 million years ago, the Ancients were known as the Altairans, and the Altairans were living in a different galaxy, and they were very scientific minded. Part of their species ended up becoming very religiously minded and called themselves the Ori. These two groups fought each other to the death, and the Altairans believed that the Ori was going to kill them eventually. So in order to get away from genocide, they decided to leave their galaxy and to find another one. And that's where they stumbled across the Milky Way, approximately 60 million years ago. At this point, they settled a couple planets, Earth being one of the first. This civilization went on to use their scientific abilities to create the Stargate network and to seed the entire galaxy with Stargates so that they can explore and colonize at will. Approximately 50 million years ago, the Ancients decided that they wanted to not only colonize the Milky Way galaxy, but to find out the origin of the entire freaking universe. And that is when they created the ship Destiny and seed ships in order to go out and find the origin of the Big Bang, theorizing that along the way they would come along afterwards and find out exactly the origin of the entire universe. This, however, was never accomplished when the species was actually living. The Ancients also made outposts across the Milky Way galaxy and created inventions in order to study all sorts of different scientific endeavors, including building a zero-point module, which has a tremendous amount of power and could power a lot of different things, from battleships to chair platforms to all sorts of different things. That subject is going to have to be another video entirely. However, the Ancients' power did not last forever. Approximately 5 to 10 million years ago, a great plague emerged in the Milky Way galaxy that was wiping out Ancients left and right, so much so that almost the entire species was dead. However, some group of Ancients were able to take the city of Atlantis and to go to the Pegasus galaxy in order to start colonizing there to get away from this plague. While Ancients were dying off left and right in the Milky Way galaxy, the Ancients in the Pegasus galaxy was able to establish a solid foothold, and over the 5 to 10 million years-ish, was able to establish a good civilization in the Pegasus galaxy. However, their involvement with the Pegasus galaxy proved to be very difficult when they had to deal with the Wraith and a creature of their own invention, the Replicators. Facing destruction on both fronts, abandoning pretty much every colony they had in the Pegasus galaxy, including the city of Atlantis, the Ancients came back to the Milky Way galaxy approximately 10,000 years ago with a hope that the plague would be done and that they would be able to find peace in the Milky Way galaxy. When they came back to Earth, these Ancients discovered a human civilization, Homo sapien, that was starting to develop and flourish. Some Ancients believed that they should integrate themselves into this population and ended up mating with them and passing along an ancient gene that allowed humans in modern day to use their technology. However, not every single Homo sapien has this gene to date. Other Ancients believed that that was not a good idea, and they went on to cultivate the evolution of ascending. Ascending is a natural biological process with this species and can be with humans as well. However, the Ancients were able to find up a way in order to speed up the process and in order to ascend more of them as a group. As of today, the ancient civilization is all extinct. We might have a couple of specimens on ice somewhere, but that's an extremely rare thing. The Ancients, however, are now in their more evolved state, which is an ascended being. A being made up of pure energy that is able to achieve a form of enlightenment on a higher plane of existence and is able to understand the universe in an entirely different way and therefore be able to use the power of the universe in a way that a lot of humans cannot even perceive. The Ancients, in order not to exploit their power, set up a set of rules. The biggest one being not to interfere with any of the planes of existence lower than themselves, but only to interfere on planes of existence that they are currently on or above. By doing this, the ancients ended up actually in a war with their old enemies, the Ori, and kept the Ori out of the Milky Way galaxy, while the Ori sent their priors to try to kill the rest of us off on this plane of existence. The ancients have been known to bend or even break their own rules, and not every ancient agrees to these rules. Some ancients, like Oma de Sala, is very active in helping us lower beings ascend to a higher plane of existence. Let me know what you guys think about the ancients in the comment section down below and what I missed out. I missed a lot of things, and if you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Great videos are coming out every week where I talk to you about everything and anything Stargate. Go ahead and click right here for another racial profile, or click right here for some more awesome Stargate stuff. And until next time, I'll see you on the other side.